And we're good to go. Alright guys, welcome to the finals of the X-MAS Double Elimination event. So let's get to know our players once again. Now, let us remember, shall we? The first thing is we have the GreenAlert on the top side playing as a GreenAlert. Now, how did he came here? How did he end up here? First, he defeated his opponent Alvante, and then he matched against the Tsar. And also, after this, even though he lost to DutchArmy on the main bracket, he contested for this very moment against Tsar once again. The player that he eliminated before was his ticket to get into the finals. And here he is. So we will see if he's going to deliver what he was working for. On the meantime, we have the powerhouse DutchArmy playing as the Red Allies. He made a quick succession. He defeated Archie at first, and then Dark Niche, and of course sending GreenAlert into the alternative bracket. But now he forgot to lock the cage in, and GreenAlert is now out. After for revenge, after for settling this once and for all, and he is making so many infantry, by the way, to cover this garrison. And of course, this is a stable standard strategy for the battle-based beta. Standard? So what did I say? Sample standard strategy. SSS on BBB. Anyway, so this is actually a nice move coming up from him, getting these garrisons instead of seeing any kind of javelins or peacekeepers. On the meantime, this bear is getting the valuable information for the GreenAlert. On the meantime, we see a war factory coming right up, and from DutchArmy we just see one airfield only. And this bear is a very good moment here. On the meantime, one bear just gets sniped by the peacekeepers, and Vindicator just bombs the bear, giving the GreenAlert a very standard message of like, I don't want to be scattered, so no thanks. Now these peacekeepers, I think they want to go here, but it will take a little bit of time. And one more peacekeeper from the GreenAlert, and we just see two bullfrogs. So the good news is no sickles, but he's actually getting sight. I mean, but meantime, Vindicator dropping the first batch of bombs, and it just survives. It's just how much HP is that? It's supposed to be dead. Just one more flag, and it will be out. Quite unlucky coming from right up from the GreenAlert, but now we have sickle now. So I think the next production will be bullfrog definitely. Now sickle is trying to prevent and protect this oil derrick, but now oil derrick is okay. So target is sickle, but sickle still has some HP left, so it can still prove useful against these peacekeepers. Now the jump, very nice jump, dodging all of the Vindicator bombs. DutchArmy, you unload the two. I'm sorry, you unload the three of the bombs, not the two. So that turn was unnecessary. Now GreenAlert has some low HP units out there, so and this is a bit early moment for Crusher Crane. So third refining coming right up from both of the players. And this is Sneaky's indicator. I think he wants to scout, but GreenAlert has everything on the map. So that's actually nice. I mean, just check this out. This is the side of the GreenAlert, and this is the side of the DutchArmy. In the meantime, something gets bombed on the way back. Oh, these riptides are passing through everything. So let's see if they are loaded with javelins or the peacekeepers. Indicator with very low HP, returning back, bombing one more bullfrog. It has one single javelin, and I think that javelin will be more than enough to destroy this base entirely. I mean, not the base, but the expansion point. Hammer tank is online, but getting one bullfrog. Terror drone, impeccable timing, stopping the riptide. On the meantime, two more riptides, but well, which one has the javelin? That's a surprise question. I mean, there are some conscripts out there, but look at the low damage output out there. Like, they're firing up, but riptides pass by like, nope, nothing happening. DutchArmy working his way up to the side and conquering more areas of the map. On the meantime, multi-gunner trick is now online. Hammer tank is out of open, gets bombed, but I mean, these bullfrogs are not going to survive for a long run, but at least they're scaling the balance. I mean, they're trading themselves very well with the Vindicators. But now this angle is a little bit faulty. I mean, come to think of it, this garrison itself is blocking a loss of path for the GreenAlert, so these bullfrogs may not react a very sneaky, quick bombing run of the Vindicators. Speaking of Vindicators, they have arrived already. Oh no! Oh, DutchArmy! Wow, two of them just goes down immediately. And multi-gunner turret is now online, but there are so many peacekeepers out there. I mean, Geminis. Oh, come on! It was almost there for the bear. But now, GreenAlert is just stuck, and he is really stuck indeed. Bullfrogs are getting 10 down one by one. On the meantime, 3 Riptides are battling against these Hammer Tanks. Beautiful micro coming from the Terror Drone. He is not dealing, but these bullfrogs are way too close inlands of the airbase. These are moment of the time they can change the target. Cryocopter is on, so that's something else. But oh, the second one is on as well. So that's rough. And speaking of being rough, I mean, you are up to lose all of your anti-air. I mean, this bullfrog is your final anti-air unit, and it's running away very beautifully. As long as it doesn't get the radius of this multi-gunner trick, that should be fine. On the meantime, Akula is silently going here, but the Chami is expecting this. I mean, these Riptides are just very impeccably placed. Now, Hydrofoil gets sniped immediately, and now Akula is just going toe-to-toe against these Riptides, but well, not gonna happen anytime soon. Now, Cryocopters have arrived. They try to freeze Akula, but 3 Cryocopters. Now, that's a big investment, come to think. Now, this Riptide is sneakily passing all over the main base. The main base is, well, there are only 2 Hammer Tanks. I think that should be more than enough. So, come on, Reactor. Anything else? Oh, well, that's great, actually. Now, Riptide gets destroyed before sniping this Collectors, so Cryo Shot is completely wasted for the sake of the GreenAlert. But now the defense of the Dutch army is insane. Breaking point over all of the sections of the map is going to be proved difficult. The only issue is he's investing much. I mean, way too much for everything else. Now freeze has been used. I know. Akula, you've got to control the Akula. Now the low HP Akula is suiciding, I guess.
We can't take much more of this.
Well, too bad for GreenAlert. I think he completely forget his Akulas. As you forget his Akulas, I missed the action over here, but from the looks of it, I can say it was a multi-gunner threat. And Bullfrog gets sniped. 3 Cryocopters, I mean, that's too much. That's way too much, and all of these Soviet units are hightailed, and Dutch army is just perfectly timing the Cryocopters to flash freeze the units and then sniping them with one shot. This is going to be terrible. I mean, there is, even though you get some MiG, there are IFVs as well. The Dutch army is actually pushing very inlands of the base, and another bullfrog, and gets flash frozen as well. Toonblade is now engaging on the front lines, but Terror Drone just gets frozen in the last second. Barracks flak cannon is being built, but it's no avail. I mean, not gonna happen. Even though he has 4 refineries, I mean, here. There is nothing on the land. Now Bullfrog arrived, and at least one of the Cryocopter goes down. But oh, no way. Cryo Shot is used on the barracks, and now airfield is going to be taken down. I mean, all of the production is now slowly going down. Airfield is also down. I mean, we have barracks over here. Flak troopers are incoming, but there are reasonable amount of the peacekeepers. So reactor also goes down. Everything is in the base of the GreenAlert is now turning into blue instead of green. I mean, blue of ice. Bear roar, which is very nice. These flak troopers are actually trying their very best, and some Ah, that's very sick. Black Trooper dies before the line toggling the mine to this Guardian tank. I think it would take it over, but anyway, GreenAlert just taps out from the first game. Couldn't keep up the momentum with the cryo of the Dutch army. As you can see, he started when he got the opportunity, he just pushed in, pushed in, pushed in, pushed in, and well, he just get in the base, destroyed his production, and that's what you get for the game. So let's see for the winners bracket of the second game. How's it going to unfold? I mean, GreenAlert really worked up for this. Let's see if he can remunerate it. Now we are on Infantile, the best, the very best map. I wish this game had some alternative versions or let's say boss for Infantile, but I think that's too much for the ask. But still, is always a staple the best. Now the barracks and the reactor very close to each other. Very nice move. After all, defending these both would be quite easy to do so. The only issue is refinery is a bit out there. On the meantime, so many dogs are being poured out from the barracks. Now, engineer is getting out. On the meantime, the GreenAlert responds with the bear. So microplay is now right up. Engineer is being pulled out this door. Oh no, a very sick dodge coming right up. But now, final confrontation. Two dogs and one more bear is out there. No cash bounty. No, we don't need cash bounty in this game. Um, which? How did he? Did he lose the engineer? No, he didn't lose the engineer, I guess. I missed that one. No, he actually lost the engineer. But he really microed the bear well. I mean, not to mention that Dutch army also had a very sick dodge coming from his dogs out there, so that's nice. Now, Vindicator is out, and yep, all their captures safely. Now all of these bears are just running into the base of the Dutch army. Now roaring just happening, but well, these peacekeepers on the shield mode, so that's not going to happen in a long time. Maybe blocking this. Ah, okay, there's gas. Now that GreenAlert has so many bears, and I mean, no cash bounty is being used from him. Let's see if not going to happen. I'm still good to go. I mean, come to think of it, he's at least buying himself time, but now refinery is being built. And yep, two bullfrogs are out. That should be quite safe for him, but I think he can get one conscript here, or at least have one of his bears, so he can hightail some of the Vindicators coming right up. Yep, that's what I was mentioning. Now, 4 peacekeepers. Oh no, this is MCV moving up. So this is going to be a turret push. Maybe canceling out the refinery could be the answer. Now bears are in. No roar. Okay, just you know what to do. Just burn these peacekeepers. Yep, he's burning the peacekeepers down. All the peacekeepers have been addressed, and now bombs are being dropped. A very nice, actually, recursive firing coming from the Dutch army. He didn't lose one single Vindicator, but GreenAlert lost 2 of his bullfrogs, which will be a severe setback for him. And now MCV is also moving forward. So this is a base trade? I'm unsure. Very nice power plant building out there, stopping the MC from its tracks. But I don't know what GreenAlert is trying to do. I don't think it will work in the long run. Collector is now joining the front lines. And I mean, it's nice to see that you have Terror Drone, but barracks, not that bad. But now this I mean, top section of the base is now severely defended. Cash bounty has been used. GreenAlert definitely expecting to lose this MCV soon enough. And he wants to block this prospector from collecting so he can crash it down, but maybe the worst could happen. DutchArmy may wait cash bounty to expire and then maybe destroy the MCV right afterwards. So GreenAlert could not get the cash back, but now this is terrible. This is not very good in sense of the Dutch answer, sense for the GreenAlert. He's literally being pummeled on this map, and he's just blocked access off of the map. And yep, very good timing from the Dutch army. I mean, that was a very nice timing for the push, realizing that his opponent has only bullfrogs on the land, so what he couldn't have anything else for defending the land against the multi-gunner threats. And the final, sniping the bullfrogs, was the insult to injury. We realized that he either going to get bullfrogs or he's going to lose. I mean, either way, he's going to die to Vindicators or the multi-gunner threats. But now GG for him. Now get to see the final. We get to see how is it going to happen. Now we're on Industrial Strength, another map that can be considered as ally stronghold thanks to this map section. So on the top side we have the GreenAlert. He is already behind 2 scores against his dreaded red allies. This is DutchArmy. So 2-0. So I think at this point, considering that, if I remember correctly, I didn't check up that, guys, so I'm sorry for that, but it was best of 5. So this GreenAlert definitely has to win, get an equalizer score with this scoring the next one to 2-2, so he went to proceed. Or otherwise it would be not very good in his terms. On the meantime, right now we see, I mean, in previous game we see, for example, a massive map control coming from GreenAlert, but now we can say the very same for the Dutch army. On the meantime, this engineer just brilliant in sniping the dog, but now the secondary replaced with supplement dog is also on the way. And now conscript is very safe in this garrison, can stop the dog in the tracks, but GreenAlert is still playing careful and very. And yep, he scores the oil derrick. On the meantime, Dutch army secured, I mean, pretty much defended on his left oil derrick. Now with airfield is on, so is the second vindicator is also getting built as well. Now flag cannon and additional reactor is being built, now cancelled. Dog also get the roar. Now this is the game-winning move, guys.
Bullfrog transport open for
At that
business.
time, he just got himself a free observation post right over his head of his opponent. On the meantime, GreenAlert must use conscripts and throw some units for gaining the site. Now one peacekeeper just loitering around and is going to be pummeled very well soon. Was that a distraction? From the looks of it, yes. One bullfrog gets sniped and Vindicator just returning home safely. I hope this is not going to end up like the previous game, but well, at least for that there is one bullfrog still alive. A mistake that can be recovered very quickly. And Dutch army is just trying to be as, let's say, annoying as possible with his garrisons and peacekeepers, and Collector is now going to reap the rewards. Yep. But now the fair share has been taken by Peace Refinery. Now Peacekeeper going to, yep, this means only one thing, and that is GreenAlert is now suffering some cash issues, unfortunately. And once again, Collector joins in the fray. Yep. Aerodrome clears it out. In the meantime, Garrison has been taken by the green alert, but all he can do is seeing this rip job is coming right up to him. So from the looks of it, that was a hammer tank. Unfortunately, gets sniped on the way home. So far so good. I mean, green alert losing 2 units to just 2 Vindicators. Ooh, that's very scary. But now, oh, that's actually very nice. Terror drone just captures this Riptide. But are we going to have something to get it destroyed? We will see to it. But that's very dreaded to think of it. I think I can consider a crushing. Ooh. Maybe that's why I'm not the top pro. Now this Javelin is dying to it, and this Terror drone trades itself with a Javelin. DutchArmy is now seeking to expand the 4th and 5th refinery, but the exact same is maybe meanwhile MCV is passing right there. Maybe you can bomb this garrison with conscripts. Oh no. It was a stall, the oil derrick, but now Apollo has arrived. Where are the bullfrogs? And right there. No. This is the power of the garrisons, and now this garrison will be very annoying for the green alert. I can easily tell that. No, don't take peacekeepers. Get us. Now hammer tanks are proceeding frontline to clear out this garrison. So much, I mean, green alert is buying himself so much time. That's insane. Now Apollo just gets the fair share of receiving the damage, and peacekeepers have arrived on the fray, so that's good. Now Timblades just arrived to destroy these javelins and peacekeepers. Hopefully this garrison will not be annoying. But now a reactor is seeking to be sniped. There we go. But we still have a replacement reactor out there somewhere, so refinery building is not cancelled. That's something. But he still gets the reactor. So that means I think Green Alert finished. Ooh, heavy damage. Green Alert somewhere finished the ore refinery, but then lost his reactor. So now for expanding, he needs to get reactor once again. Now Apollo. Oh no. Maybe these Apollos are needed elsewhere. Now Collector gets sniped, but now Frontline is now being pushed by the Green Alert. And oh, there are so many javelins out there. Engineers, so many javelins. This Apollo gets destroyed immediately the moment that it has entered the base. I'm sorry, left the base. Where are the bears? This can't be that difficult. The only issue is that the IFVs, yep, definitely. Oh no, the garage is being captured. Green Alert should definitely respond to this. Maybe just destroy it immediately. Before things turn very south. Yep. 2 hammer tanks. Javelins. Is he sending javelins over there? No, not gonna happen. On the time these conscripts are doing the best. Is this this is evil. This is an IFV loaded with javelin, and he wants to destroy this refinery once and for all. In the meantime, Vindicators are bombing the Collector with the ceramic armor. Now everything is commissioned back to base, and he wants to find it out. Finally, he sees the dog, and this IFV is running around circles, but well, an attempt was made. This is the power of, for example, let's say, if he had the garage, I think these 2 Tomb Blades would have died. I mean, garage is that strong in this game. In previous games, if I remember correctly, in Red Dead 2, it was useless. Like maybe you can wait a year, perhaps, and then it just fills 1 bar of health or something. Just like, yeah, this will be a long shot, but I don't know if you guys play SNES, but there we had some Mega Man X games, and when you get a head armor upgrade. You also regenerate health, but it was too slow that you will probably need to go AFK for a couple hours. And then and then you get to see it. And this is overkill. Why did you use a satellite drop over there? For the sites, maybe? Oh, that's too many javelins, to be honest. MCV is on the sea, so there will be no possible multi-gunner threats around. Now, Guardian tanks just engaging into the Bullfrogs, but now Bullfrogs are taking free shots all over the Vindicators, and two Vindicator goes down as well. So somehow, I mean, just fighting in airbase with the drones of allies is not going to prove very easy. And not to mention that he has constant production. His armor facility is here. So even though what are these Bullfrogs are doing? Alright, you just snipe the air, so go back. Oh, you have star rank hammer tank. So just maybe take down the collector and just run away. What the hell is this? What? Hello? Wait. Why does he have so many collectors out there? Did he build the collectors? Please tell me that he didn't build the collectors. But he didn't lose refineries. He just lost only one collector. And that was the cryo shot. At least one of Prospector has been denied. Now multi-gunner is very safely protecting the space, but there are moments of seconds that we're going to see a hydrofoil coming right up. Also, the defense is paying a little bit toll on DutchArmy as well. He can't just get the units he wants to have in 5 seconds. His production a little bit slow, but now refinery has been sold. Hydrofoil is online. Just go back. Where are your turret drone? Oh no. Oh no. That's too late. These hydrofoil can slash all of these sim blades. In the meantime, ooh, cryo shot. With cryocopters. And well, 2 IFVs are going to be taken down in response. Sim blades finally arrive, but well, I'm unsure whether to engage on them with. Finally, hammer tanks just arrived in response, and these terror drones are actually doing the very good stuff for keeping these IFVs on the tracks. And now main assault army is approaching with the base of the GreenAlert. In the meantime, DutchArmy is just, staying safe. He has 4 refineries already. Now Tomb Blades are in, going for assault run, harassment run, or suicide run. I'm not even sure. That's MiGs arrive taking 1 cryocopter, which is not that bad, but there are so many Guardian tanks out there, so how is this going to work? And this army has only Bullfrogs. GreenAlert, what are you doing? Even if you, take down these collectors, which is nice. What do you have to respond this land army? And these conscripts just having very hard time taking down this oiler again. It's a bit, I have to confess, ridiculous. And now, ooh, another IFV. Now assault destroyers are here as well. Now these Tomb Blades should better just tail them back. The only good news is GreenAlert is also on 3 refineries, but he has no units. 2 hammer tanks only, which is, well, nice, but this is a very nice composite army coming right up to the base of the GreenAlert. And they're going to meet soon enough. Yeah, surely there are javelins, but there will be a moment that he gets IFVs as well, so no, don't set the MiG like that. Conscripts are the baseline defense. This is how, financially difficult the case for the GreenAlert. He gets conscripts and flag troopers as well. Now he is going to provide his defense for the 3rd refinery. He's getting the walls, so that's actually nice. Cryogeddon has been used, separating all of these anti-air units and the land units as well. He wants to buy himself time for taking down this refinery, and time he shall buy it down. bring it down immediately. One Guardian tank is going to be destroyed. Yep, destroyed. Now, infantry is providing some backbone of the army here, so no bears but conscripts. I'm unsure. I mean, you definitely need bears when you are facing against something like this, but they are expensive, truly. Stimulate gets sniped as well. On the meantime, Super Reactor is providing some a bunker. Airfield has been sold. So this Super Reactor, I think, didn't really damage anything, but these conscripts are like having the best time of their life and firing from the uphill. I don't know why DutchArmy decided to go back. Like he's still in good condition. Oh, that's so many. Ah, no, do not lose your units like that. And remember that almost all of these infantry around here is a star rank, so they will deal incredible amount of damage. Now bears just trying to move in, but that's not going to possible in soon enough. Now this one bear infiltrates in, but well, this is just like a squad from maybe the Inglorious Bastards. Like they operate in with small numbers and destroy everything on the path. That's what they are. And stop using the roar. I mean, their only 2 units are just not star rank. This is insane. And Crusher Crane. A collector is commissioned to fight, but well, at least one of the Quizkeeper that is star rank goes down. Javelin goes down. See amounts of the resource support just to take down one Guardian tank and a handful of the Javelins. I mean, this is the red of the day, and now Dolphins are coming to this base. Luckily enough, there is a Tesla coil, so that should be something. Kula sub here. Intercepted very quickly. Command hub is going to be built. Oh, we have still IFVs all around. And this this oil Eric is still alive. Nothing gets zapped. Assault Destroy is here, but there is nothing here. Put it down. I mean, Command Hub is here as well, so Reinforcement Light has been cut off. Satellite drop has been used on Refinery. DutchArmy having some heavy fire coming right up to him. Cryocopter, Assault Destroy all around. Now, is this real Cryogeddon has been used, and surprisingly enough, this Tesla coil is still alive. But now, multi-gunner turrets are everywhere. An aircraft carrier is... that's quite sad. 3-0. Congratulations for the DutchArmy. Better luck next time for the Green Alert. Well, next time is actually going to be very soon enough, which is now. So, which means now we're going to witness the finals. So I think this will give DutchArmy an extra points since he won the winners bracket. Now let's see how the finals are going to do. Let's get to see some familiar faces, shall we? Now, this is the final series of this Double Elimination X-MAS 2023 tournament. So, unfortunately, Green Alert climbed all back from where DutchArmy has sent him, but unfortunately, he has been banned again. And this is the Green Alert. So, Green Alert he lost to DutchArmy first, and he said, I mean, this is not going to hold me back, and climb all the back alternative bracket to face DutchArmy again, but unfortunately he didn't win, and right now this is the final game. The only drawback is right now, I mean this may be the only drawback for maybe the Green Alert, that DutchArmy has 1 extra point score for his performance on the winners bracket. For the DutchArmy, maybe, I don't know, is this satisfying or not, I'm unsure, but anyway, in the game we will, I guess, see how this is going to reflect. Now on the battle base beta and the last game we see lots of infantry coming right up to this, and then Dutch GreenAlert just spreads the conscripts around the base, which has some uses. I mean, has some pros and cons. The pros are obviously, I mean, giving a side advantage, which is huge. The cons, well, basically you have infantry just for stationing them around. Now we see some infantry battle, which is, I really like it a lot. Now conscripts are now constantly bombing everything, but now all of the bears are now stunned, and DutchArmy is having good time because unfortunately GreenAlert just friendly fire all of his conscripts that he wanted to send the garrison with these conscripts as well. A bit execution error, I suppose. Also a bit micro error coming right up. Now unfortunately peacekeepers are being scorched in here. Yep. There's only one peacekeeper out there, and now hit walking around. Now this peacekeeper is not going to be any kind of difficulty proven to be true, and not going to do any difficulty. I'm sorry. And now airfield is under attack, but these are just conscripts. And unfortunately, we don't get to see any walls around. War factory is online. That is nice. 2 bullfrogs already out. Beautiful bomb micro coming in, coming out from DutchArmy, and conscript threat has been addressed. So now let's see how the mid game is going to be. Now, at this point, most of the time Soviet players get sickle, which I'm unsure if it's okay. Terror drone, that's nice. I'm unsure if that is going to prove anything worthwhile. But now this dog is going to be, oh no. I don't want to see it. Now bullfrog stationing very next to airbase, forcing DutchArmy to build a new one. Okay, so the suit tide is. Okay, this can be as annoying as it could be. Your MCV, your Riptide is going to be stopped for a while. And conscript is here as well, which is beautiful. Now, realizing that it will be quite difficult to micro all the targets there, decided to shift off, but now that we have 3 Riptides, if you can micro it enough, I think these conscripts can actually take down 3 Riptides, but that will be very time consuming and will probably leave your carpal tunnel syndrome on your wrists, or maybe forearm, but better not. I mean, 3 Riptides are just engaging into the base. I mean, the problem is MCV is close by, so... Oh no, terror drone. Oh, terror drone. Now, bombs have arrived, which is very nice, but bomb indicator gets traded, so that's something. In the meantime, Riptides are just roaming around the base. So which one has Riptide, which one has Engineer, we will not see, but they're just hitting and running. Is this an Empire? No, this is Allies. And we usually see this with the Mechatengus, but from the looks of it, Riptides are suited for that as well. Commissioning here for a natural spot for the 3rd refinery. The indicator just coming right up. Oh, a 3rd has arrived. That's good. But exit point over here is a bit pain. As long as you have a vision over here, that will be very good if you're Soviets and bad for allies. And vice versa, the situation changes entirely. Doomblade just arrives in time, and this Riptide has absolutely nothing in it. I mean, this is what you get when you play against, for example, a player like DutchArmy. Like, he knows that there are bullfrogs nearby, so he chips enough damage through Doomblade and returns back immediately. Now we will see. Fortunately, just take it down. Oh, just in time. That's great. Beautiful use. Oh no. Ah! Ever watchful eye of the Dutch army just snipes the 10 blade, and in the meantime, Collector gets down as well. So even though getting the third refinery is a booming opportunity, unfortunately, Collector is down here. And can't really say the same exactly for the Dutch army. He's running 4 refineries and he's actually fine. This is a bit overkill investment for just one oil derrick. I wonder if explosion radius here deals the damage. Also, still no cash bounty. Well, at least it stuns it, so that's still something. Terror drone is now para dropped. Getting too close, better not. Ooh, that's a fair air squad. Things are not going to be very well because after all, Dutch army he's just scouted here that you want to expand, and building a natural town breaking point over here will make things very difficult for you. Ooh, some very nice heavy damage are coming right up. Instead, right now, GreenAlert decides to give the pressure by himself. And he wants to, like, pulling this javelin out with the micro. Now, Guardian Tank has been stopped from the tracks, but now, ooh, this pool terror drone gets sniped, unfortunately. This Riptide, I hope that he realized that this Riptide is coming right up. Well, maybe not. Is it loaded with something? Ah, he actually cancelled it for no reason. And DutchArmy is just buying himself time with this air micro baby, or he's just simply scouting all around. But now we see the tier 3 online, Athena cannons and Mirage tanks. Still not the best. Hammer tanks still provide very useful against Mirage tanks and the Athena cannons. But I think this should be a very clear cue for GreenAlert to not expand over here, whatever he is going to do. It's not going to worth it. You just can't. I mean, it's not going to work it, no matter what you do. Conscripts are now trying to draw the focus fire of the Athena cannons. On the meantime, this Mirage tank is using the cloaking field, so these hammer tanks cannot just freely leech beam. Now refine. Ooh, just from the right exiting point. But now Mirage tank numbers are getting way too high. Where are the hammer tanks? Now, there are the hammer tanks. They're destroyed. Fortunately, very unlucky play coming right up from the Dutch army. And now, ooh, that's the real deal ambush. Now GreenAlert just losing his main defense. And I mean, those Athena cannons really sniped all of these hammer tanks. Maybe scatter move were the answer, but I don't know. From the looks of it, at least the reverse move was not. But now that's the first game actually. So 2 for the Dutch army. And unfortunately 0 for the GreenAlert. At one point or another, I think this should be a bit annoying. Because you are in. Imagine that you're in a series and you're playing against the one guy, and maybe on usual basis you're on equal level or you play better, but somehow in this series you are losing the same guy again and again and again. This is the case of the GreenAlert. I mean, he is now playing a different kind of game. There is a psychological, let's say, a burden here as well. Because this is the same guy. This is right now, this is a milestone. I mean, Dutch army. Defeating him, if you can only defeat him once, you will realize that he is not invincible. And whatever you do can pay off and you can defeat your opponent. And that will be it. So this is the main reason why I am right now fully supporting GreenAlert in this game. I don't want to have any kind of bias, but DutchArmy, you have won enough games. So you have sent the guy to alternative bracket and then hit his head once again in the winners game, and now you didn't even cut him a slack. And all of this happened, by the way, without any kind of loss. It's just consecutive wins all around. So again, we are now on industrial strength, and we're going to see airfield very soon enough. I guess over here, the stable standard strategy for the allies, and there it is, airbase right up in the industrial strength. This is perhaps the best positioning out there. It provides a natural barrier front line. And all you need to do is just wall here maybe, and you're good to go for a long section of the map. Back cannon is being built, reactors locationing. I think you go very late game. Only cryogathering could actually affect all around here. Now first bullfrog is out and second is up as well. Now Vindicated just that was, if you can notice it, that was very quick bomb micro, and most of the time you do this bomb micro manually. So imagine how many games you played, you get very used to it, and you just pop, 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 drop 3 bombs consecutively without any kind of troubles or issues. Now one bear just roars beautifully, Molotov cocktails on the air, and now this expansion point blockade has been cleared out easily. And now it's not going to stop over here. I mean, this sickle is going to tank the most of the damage. And peacekeepers. I think there are reasonable amount of peacekeepers in there. They're still alive. Oh, actually, 3 peacekeepers are in there. It's like one dog out there. I'm sorry, the bear, not the dog. Vindicators actively seeking targets. Sickle was a target, I'm not sure. Most of the time, allies would try to target the bullfrogs.
Heads up!
Sickle is just trying to be useful in this game. Nothing really worthwhile is happening for a couple minutes. The only issue is that they're now expanding for the 4 refineries. DutchArmy is trying to be... I mean, he wants to be very useful while playing allies with maximum efficiency, and now he is bombing the conscripts coming right up. Garage has been captured. Are we not tier 2? So why is this Riptide games happening? I don't know what happened, but something really attracted the attention of the DutchArmy. There are no javelins. I don't know why you are retreating with your hammer tanks. Ooh, third drone just in time. Oh, there are javelins right there. So that was the reason. Vindicator just arriving. I guess they will snipe. Maybe just take down the turret drone. Oh, no need, I guess. Just this is second. I guess this is the second time. GreenAlert losing a lot against one single garrison. I don't know why. Oh, surprise terror drone. Ah, careless. Reactor gets sniped. Try a shot on the exit point of the barracks. Are you serious? Let's destroy these garrisons for real. I mean, they are proving so much difficulty for you. Of course, they need time. Now, bullfrogs are going to meet with the hammer tanks on the front section of the map, and beautiful micro coming right up from the Dutch army. Instead of going backwards, he's still... Ooh. Or maybe not, he'll still lose one Vindicator. And... Oh, this MCV is... Is it going to happen? Is he going to sell MCV, just take this garage? I mean, if so, that would be big. That would be very big. Now javelins are clearing out these garrisons one by one. Ah, not in a good time. But now garage is captured. Now all of the units receiving healing, and that's something very great for if you're playing Soviets. But now it's no more. Let the guy at least use it for one battle. Now Scary Allies army is approaching from the top hill. Vindicators are actually taking so much flak. 2 Vindicators go down immediately in turn of, well, doesn't really matter I think at this point, because there are only bears and hammer tanks out there only. And once again, so many infantry joining up, and GreenAlert fortunately loses this one as well. But there's still hope for him. I mean, this is quite odd, if you ask me. How you may ask, because if I remember correctly, GreenAlert actually against the game and series with Andre himself, and he won. But right now he is having some difficulties against DutchArmy. Something when he is playing against him doesn't really click him. And DutchArmy is using this very well. Like for 2 times, he is taking incredible advantage of the garrisons. He just gets a Riptide, escorts Javelin in there, and he gets most of the resources of his opponent to be used on just one single, maybe garrison. And that's the game, at least for the Dutch army at least. He knows, for example, the aspects of the map and everything else. But anyway, let's say how the things are going to be different on a different map. Well, in a very different map, let's say. After so many attempts, so many executed plans, so many hopes are falling down, this is GreenAlert playing as Green Empire. Now, this is going to be a comeback or a shame, we will see to it. But Dutch army just says, okay, fine, I'm just red allies, as usual. Now, I mean, things are very much in favor, so far so good in Dutch army's favor. I mean, he is, whatever he wants to do, he executed perfectly. Now, let's see if this is going to continue for this game as well. I mean, because after all, this is a different, I mean, same opponent, different faction. So whatever you have been doing may not really work in this time. But we will see to it. But my personal opinion is, for the most of the time, these skilled or expert players usually just get a Ripjaw, and Empire just crumbles under it. Just one Ripjaw is usually what you need against Empire. If you can micro it well, you can actually end the game. If you lose it, well, probably you may not recover afterwards. And, well, speaking of Javelin, I mean Ripjaws, let's say. Our Javelins are just already commissioned and destroying these garrisons. I'm unsure if these garrisons serve for anything. I mean, on, for example, other in industrial strength, for example, if the garrisons were around here, yeah, they would birth a lot. But now these are here, so I'm unsure what kind of worth they have. But anyway, now first Ripjaw is en route. On the meantime, we have that's the loss of Imperial warriors and Dojo Core as well. But the distance is high. I'm unsure if this is going to work. This is like from all over here to there is actually a loss of way. I mean, loss of path to walk. Now Imperial warriors are dispersing into garrisons, and Ripjaw is just well hovering around and going to ride up to the base. Now all of them are ejected, and they're going in or back. Okay, this is filled with peacekeepers. Now this is oh, if this is a surprise guy, yep, this is it. Ah, now we have Tengus are commissioned already. So all he needs to do is find out the javelin. I'm sorry, find out the riptide is filled with the cream and surprise. Take it down, and that will be very good for him. Now Tengus are already near. Not even near. They're on top of the airbase. So what is it going to be the move? Well, I tell you, the move is you got to do something. Meanwhile, your base is getting pummeled. Okay, Ripjaw has arrived, and now all the airfield is. But that's a bit cleansed, but now multi-gun turret is online as well. At least take down this Ripjaw. Please. And that's actually loss of Imperial warriors. I mean, these can actually lash out lots of damage. No multi-gun turret still on the site. I'm unsure ejecting your javelins out there. In the meantime, this has been addressed long ago. Things are turning quite bad. Now, 3 Apollos are hightailing these Tengus, and beautiful split coming right up, but unfortunately, once again, not going to work in a while. And now, here's the thing. This is the one with... Yep, this is the Ripjaw. So right now you have no Tengus. I mean, you have Tengus. You have 3 Tengus. That's something. But, well, Vindicator can come up anytime and bomb you down. That's something. This is the second time he is having regrets about like, okay, should I go in? No, not a good time. Alright, what about now? I think go in. Like, you're not having the regret around here, but you're having the regret around here. And last time you were having your regret around here as well. But anyway, right now he is fully committed. These Ripjaws are going to make them worthwhile or not. Hello. Is he baiting him to garrisons? Now the contact is made, so that's important. This Riptide. Ooh. Fat garrison point. He's actually really trying to baiting him into the garrison points. So he can maybe take a free 1 or 2 Tengus. Where are we going to see secondary base now? We see armor facility instead. MCV is joining on the front lines. I am unsure, but now this is now or never. Yep. Ripjaw gets destroyed, and all of these javelins are going to die. I don't know if there could be a better way to use them. I'm unsure, but well, at least it didn't deal any kind of infrastructure damage to this precarious war factory. At least the Dutch army. I don't know. Let's see how much he's doing. He's exactly the same with his opponent, so that should be fine. On the GreenAlert side, things are settled, but a quite passive game. for a map that is very wide open. Oh, refinery core. Hmm. Yep. These IFVs are hitting and running, but fortunately one of them gets separated from the group. Oh, DutchArmy is already expanding on the top section of the map. I wonder if the GreenAlert has any idea of this. Because he can really attack over here and reinforcement will come way too late. Maybe he doesn't need to send any kind of reinforcement. Guardian tank is already on the field and I think that will be more than enough. Destroy everything GreenAlert has. And Collector is under threat. And this should not be lost, no matter what. So many tanks are actually attacking it, but I think, unfortunately, Collector goes down. I mean, DutchArmy is now actually swimming in the cash. He is on the 4 refineries. Meanwhile, DutchArmy is... I'm sorry. Wait. DutchArmy is now swimming in cash, and GreenAlert is not. He lost Collector once again, and he's now finally gets the 3rd refinery operational, but his opponent, DutchArmy, is already having 5. It's a huge difference and advantage. 3 to 5. On the verse, DutchArmy has units fielded around very close to his base. And now finally we... are we going to see a counter-offensive? No. I don't think so. Some tsunami tanks. Tengus. Not so much anti-air or any air supremacy. Okay. He has 2 airfields, I'm sorry. He really wants to have this air superiority no matter what. But now we made contact. But the amount of the Guardian tanks are way too high. I mean, these... I don't know if they can match against this amount of tsunami tanks. The only solace is there is not so much bulky Vindicators all around. Instead, DutchArmy invests on the Polo, so that is something. Now, finally, we made contact once again. Now, Polos. Now, scouting all around for absolutely doing nothing, but Cryosh... no, wait, what? What? GreenAlert... Okay, finally.
They show no respect.
Is DutchArmy throwing this game? In a trolling fashion, like, okay, my economy is way too good, I don't care, just take my units, I don't mind. I can suffer a cryo shot and my units are being destroyed, I don't care. I can always replace them. Because after all, I still have my...
Guardian tank awaiting deployment.
Ready, sir. Where's the trouble?
Kick the tires and light the fires.
Okay, you finally fixed it.
Ready, sir. Where's the trouble?
He's very safe and fine. I can't really say the same for the GreenAlert. Now, here's the question. Okay, MCB has been sold
right
as
here.
well. So, how things would be different if he were playing as Soviets instead of Empire? And maybe he may lose a critical garrison against the DutchArmy, and unfortunately has to pour incredible amount of resources. We will never know, but surely. Now we have tsunami tanks and some striker reactors. The only issue is, where is tank busters? And look at the amount of damage they're dealing to this tsunami tank. I mean, these guardian tanks with laser painter is something. Now, partial engagements. I don't know. And yes, I forgot he sold the MCV, so he can't get the barracks and he can't get any kind of tank busters or anything like that. Now, reactor is also down. And, well, more than double the economy. I mean, 5 refineries versus 2 refineries. And yep, we have MCV, but I think you will need more than point defense drones and Emperor's Rage. And now MCV is also joining the fray, but one sniper tank gets sniped already. Fortunately, crushing move when you are having Emperor's Rage. Ooh, that's actually nice, but these are only VXs, so this is starting VX. And GreenAlert just taps out. Quite unfortunate, I have to confess. Well, at least he tried. For real. But anyway, we still have, I think, more to go. Oh boy, I'm getting excited already. And now, once again, we are on... Was this Liberation Freeze? I can't really remember the name. But now we have the untouchable Juggernaut. Red Alert's perhaps the best so far for this series. This is DutchArmy. He is not giving any quarters to his dreaded opponent. This is GreenAlert. Green meaning once again he is playing Green Soviets. Unlike the Green Empire, he gave a shot, but once again, whatever he wanted to do didn't really play it out immediately. Unfortunately, the game was revolved most around for the Dutch Army's side instead of the GreenAlert side. But nevertheless, maybe are we going to see at least GreenAlert scoring a game for his honor for this series? We will see to it. After all, in any kind of matchup that he is playing, this dog actually lets loose a roar after dying. Anyway, in any kind of matchup that he faced with GreenAlert, he didn't lose a single game. Like it was that's something to count on. Like consistently winning the games, and this requires dedication and also studying your opponent as well. So from the looks of it, DutchArmy really knows his opponent well, what kind of moves that he has, and how to counter them. On the meantime, can we say they're really safe for the GreenAlert? Because after all, for this series at least, he is not making the best performance. I mean, this is the GreenAlert. This is the guy who actually made a lot of games. Like showed us that there are some wacky stuff is still possible with playing Soviets. So we will see in this game how is this going to unfold. Once again, in this map, garrisons, again, quite a bit of an issue. But they don't have much of like slots. They used to have in many other maps as well. Like we have one slot for most of the time. Only the top, this towering building has only 10 unit limit in there, which is maybe good for DutchArmy. From the looks of it, for 2 games, he actually scored the wins with the help of his lovely and trusting garrison points with javelins in, with Riptides escorting them. But now that's going to be another story. Now Vindicator arrived, dropping the bombs on the sickles, and that's a lot of sickles. And I mean, against Riptides, they can't really cut the chase and defeat them one by one. So what's the point of investing so much on the sickles? Is this for defensive purposes? If so, you're actually getting 2,700 credits of unit to crush them with a crusher crane. Now then, I'm game. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Now, Vindicators once again taking a flight to find suitable targets. So far so good. Only bullfrogs and the sickles are perhaps the most suitable targets out there. Riptides are making close quarters back and forth with this oil derrick, but nothing serious incoming. Exception goes for this terror drone, which is very eager to stun one unit out there, and one unit has been stunned already. 2 of them actually stunned, but now Vindicators are... Ooh, that's actually insane. Dodging 6 of the Vindicator bombs, and now DutchArmy is a bit caught red-handed with his javelin. It's bugged or I'm unsure, but anyway. GreenAlert is having second thoughts on whether engaging and committing or not. After all, I mean, these are the Riptides. But now the only issue is not having sight over here. Now Sickles make a jump to see if the DutchArmy is trying to do what he is expecting to do so. I mean, bombing with the indicators along this top hill and then going back without receiving any kind of damage. But from the looks of it, that's not the case. Now 2 reactors are very safe. Expansion point is getting built. Already built. DutchArmy is trying to make work and use with his javelins and rip jobs. That's a lot of riptides, by the way. 5. That's a bit high numbers. Where is the MCV? Okay, he is going for the 3rd expansion point. At this point, I can even consider moving MCV on the front lines, but it's just too far. So you can't really join the fray and crash the riptides with the help of the 2. Ooh. Indicator just gets destroyed on way back home. Now Riptides are engaging and MCV can meet them on way back home. And that's insane amount of Riptides. Like 7 Riptides. Are you serious? Now, is this a Ripjaw one?
Prospector on duty.
No, this is not the Ripjaw one. This is for, I think, blocking the sea expansion. Or maybe commissioning around here so you can use a cry shot on the collector and snipe one immediately. Now Terror Drone is just making some dances to draw some focus of these Riptides. Now Vindicator is en route, but now repel quickly. The Hammer Tank is trying to build some close quarters. MCV is now back on the front lines as well. And now first prey of the Riptide has been caught. Now Riptide are just approaching very back with the reverse move as well. And first crush just came to happen. On the meantime, this Riptide is very in the base, but it's not filled with javelins. On the meantime, Vindicators are now under assault. One Vindicator can't make it alive. On the meantime, another Riptide just get caught on the meantime. Now another Riptide meets the end with the threats of the MCV. Now Riptide numbers are suddenly reduced very, very low. Now Hammer Tanks are going to meet with the javelins and 2 Vindicators are actually gliding all around. MCV is back on this Riptide as well, and bears are just pummeling everything around one by one, and this Riptide is actually doing absolutely nothing. On the meantime, another Vindicator gets destroyed, the third one and goes down as well. I mean, is this the game? There is nothing here to defend the space. MCV is pummeling everything out. Now javelins are being produced, but this is way too much. I mean, bears, lots of conscripts around. Everything is now working in a favor for the GreenAlert until this cryo shot, maybe. Instantaneous rank up, but now collector is taken down. Airfield has been rebuilt. Barracks is down. There's also another barracks as well, but now it's not our concern, to be honest. On the meantime, MCV is trying to build a Tesla coil over here. But there is a terror drone. The one terror drone that enabled everything. But now this is... Oh no. We have only one anti-air, so Bullfrog production should start immediately instead of Hammer Tanks. There's also Delta S strike used on the Prospector. Now Tesla coil is being built and dealing some steady damage. A little bit too late for this poor terror drone. But now he rolled it. I wonder if he has sight. Now Vindicators just back online and raining death the units. Again, we have no anti-air here, but now 2 Bullfrogs arrived, so that's good. On the meantime, a very small, sizable Javelin hit squad is now taking down Refinery. I mean, this is something to be not disregarded. You have lots of units to deal all of this damage. On the meantime, just forgetting this and not even paying attention is going to cost you 1 expansion point entirely. You have to pay attention to this. I mean, 302 is 800 worth of cash for a hit squad. It's going to take down a 2,000 credits worth of an investment. And now, even worse, this Javelin is just loading everything and taking half HP off this Sickle. Just your daily reminder of sickles are useless, but anyway. Now the reverse is coming from the green alert. Now he wants to go for it and take down the top expansion point. And all of this game, the production of the DutchArmy is just Vindicators and Riptides. Vindicators and Riptides. And maybe, yeah, there is barracks as well, but we are not going to count that in. Now, Fat Army of the Green Alert gets one Riptide as well, helps to the Terror Drone. But now Cryo Shot has been used, but catching only one there. Now, Sickled. Getting sick and tired of these prospectors deploying into command hub. Now more javelins are getting poured down, but they're mauled immediately thanks to the bears. Multi-gunner turret is online. Just take down this command hub, and I think you should be good to go. Now 4 Vindicators. Oh, that's going to be a lot of target practice. So many things on the base. Ooh. MCV is dangerously low HP. I mean, where is your barracks? Definitely need an engineer for that. Now walls are being destroyed, but that's a bit overkill. And Riptide is now attacking this 3rd expansion point on the seas, and that's not going to happen, unfortunately. Yeah, conscripts, make work them. Maybe. MCV is now fully repaired. That's the good news for the green alert. On the meantime, Vindicators once again arrived, trying to find a nice, suitable target. So, is this going to be barracks or reactors or naval yard? Oh, no, refinery is good. Okay, you definitely got to cancel this collector before it's built. Oh no. Come on, please just cancel it. Does he have income, right? If he has income. Thank Lord it just cancelled itself. I wonder if the DutchArmy actually did something good for green alert. Now this Riptide, this Star Rag, going to dodge the Ultra Torpedoes. It would be very nice if this Akula can catch it. And was that a Terror Drone? I guess a Terror Drone. For most of the debris. And DutchArmy is going to make a move, but again this time, more multi-gunner turrets, more javelins, again more rocket dodging. I'm sorry, bomb dodging. Where? Not a single bear here. Okay, conscripts off behind. DutchArmy is clumping itself in a very tight spot, but here's the thing: his economy is destroyed. Thanks to cryocopters. And now his anti-air has the air dedicated here or here. Now that's the tough question. Now the heroic Riptide now gets stunned. I'm going to give at least 1 or 2 ranks to one of the units. I think I would let this hammer tank. What?
It's not safe here.
Is this? Oh, come on, just take it down. Yep, giving 2 ranks. But now the problem is, DutchArmy is, even though he lost on the land terribly, he's now recovering in a very hard way, in the brink of no return, with air, with cryocopters, and 3 cryocopters, and probably he will get 4. These players can actually like simultaneously work with 5 or 6 cryocopters without any kind of trouble. So that means rendering 6 armor units completely useless thanks to shrink, and of course freezing them on site. That is something else. Now Vindicators are flying around to find a very suitable target once again, but now that's a terrible approach. I mean, these bullfrogs, cryocopters may have arrived a little bit early, but now due to no sight, bullfrogs can't aim, and that's the problem with this garrison. Does this garrison give what kind of a game? From this balcony, you should be able to see all around here. But now, thanks to this garrison, I mean, let me show you guys. DutchArmy sees actually around here surrounding. That's an old garrison. Now, there's not the Delta Strike used on the Prospector, but everything on the land on DutchArmy has just javelins. I'm infantry, but now that's going to change forever. Armor facility is online. Probably we get to see some IFVs or guardian tanks very soon. Green alert had a very nice start. Good momentum of these prospect. And these peacekeepers are going to snipe this collector, that's for sure. Made a good start, but he's now crumbling a bit. Nice roar coming right up. Tough. By bullfrog, but that's you will probably.
It's dangerous out here.
Oh, what's cooking here again? So, mini IFVs can actually not miss the rockets. That's something. Because usually IFVs usually miss their shots a lot. Especially for shrinking targets. Because multi-gunner turret, javelins, and IFVs can't lock on targets. Ooh. You've seen this, right? Ooh, IFVs also here sniping one of the MiGs. Cryogeddon. Do we have cash bounty? No, we don't have cash bounty here. Reactor has been built. This naval yard still survives. Forcing the sell of a refinery. Terror drone gets bombed, but overbombed with Vindicators. But now I think on the long term, I don't think this will be good for GreenAlert because he definitely needs anti-air. And if he can, I mean, this garrison point is cheating for real. He sees everything his opponent is doing. Now, hammer tanks are here, bullfrogs are here, so he knows that everything is stationed here. And now yeah, we have no hammer tanks anymore. Numbers reduced again. And satellite mode has been used, but well, only two javelins. It's taken down. My Cryocopter goes down thanks to MiGs. I mean, javelins are not positioned very well yet. But now, I mean, against 5 Guardian tanks. No, sorry. Now there are 6. You have only 1 Terror drone and 2 hammer tanks. Yep. I mean, this garrison, from this series, I can easily deduct that. What we learn here, garrisons, guys. Garrisons are OP. I even didn't know that they are so much OP as well. And hopefully you also realize the power of the garrisons, especially how to use them if you are playing like DutchArmy. Because this is the 3rd game, I guess. He is severely using the garrisons for his advantage, and it's really worked for him. So hopefully on the next series, at least opponents of DutchArmy beware and consider garrisons more. They should really get a priority. But anyway, so this is the end of the series, guys. This was the best of 7, if I remember correctly. And since the DutchArmy won the winners finals as well, he gets 1 point. So this makes the 5-0. Unfortunately for the GreenAlert. I mean, I really at least expected him to win some games, but a bit bad lucky day for him. Maybe he couldn't even score 1, but maybe in a future series he will have his own revenge and chances to rise and shine and at least score his let's say honor. Not let's say honor, this is a video game after all, but let's say at least to make the champion remember that he's a worthy opponent as it should be. But anyway, so guys, this was the end of it. So I hope you liked what you have seen here. Unfortunately, due to my workload, I not even get tired, I get exhausted, so I can't really spend so much time on watching some games as I used to. But I will try to cast some interesting games as well. On the meantime, if you have any ideas or comments, feel free to do so. Leaving a like always makes me happy. I mean, I get to see my phone and seeing that, for example, likes are coming up. Makes me happy. Realize me that I'm on the good tracks. And of course, consider subscribing. So until then, guys, see you and have a nice week.